Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds.
The moon and its phases. The moon is a very interesting place. The rocky surface of the moon is covered with mountains, flat plains, and craters. The Earth orbits the sun, and the moon orbits the Earth. What is an orbit? We live on such a beautiful place. An orbit is the path of an object around a particular point in space. What does it mean to revolve? To revolve is to turn in circles or travel on a circular path. The Earth revolves on its axis. What is the temperature like on the moon? The temperature on the moon ranges from 253 degrees Fahrenheit when exposed to light to negative 387 degrees Fahrenheit when exposed to dark. It's either really, really hot or really, really cold. How large is the moon? Well, the moon is actually smaller than the continent of Europe. How far is the distance between the Earth and the moon? On average, the Earth and the moon are 230,600 miles apart. At the beginning of the 1960s, American President John F. Kennedy made clear of his intentions for the United States to place a man on the moon before the end of the century.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
On the 20th of July in 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Sometimes at dark, you ever just sit back and marvel at the beauty of the moon? And how on some nights during a month, it looks a little bit different than other times. Tra-la-la! What are the phases of the moon? Well, before we answer this, you should know that there are cycles and patterns in outer space, and the moon is no exception. As you can see here, the moon's phases follow a specific order that never changes. A new moon is a phase of the moon when none of the moon's bright side is visible from Earth. The waxing crescent moon phase occurs after the new moon. It occurs when an increasing amount of the sunlit side of the moon can be seen from Earth. At the first quarter moon phase, the moon has revolved a quarter of the orbit around Earth, and half of the moon's sunlit side is visible on Earth. The word gibbous means humpbacked. Any moon that appears more than half lit but less than full is called a gibbous moon. A waxing gibbous moon phase falls between a first quarter moon and a full moon. A full moon is a phase of the moon when all of the moon's bright side is visible on Earth. More than half of the moon is lit and less than half is in the shadows. Gibbous refers to the phases where the moon is more than half lit. Waning means to shrink or decrease in the way that the light shines upon something. On Earth, the last quarter moon phase appears as if one half of the moon is lit by direct sunlight, and the fraction of the moon's disk that is lit is decreasing in light exposure. Next is the waning crescent moon phase. It wanes until the lit side is completely gone. Then what we have is a new moon and the cycle repeat. Think about this for a second. Does moonlight really exist? No. Moonlight is actually sunlight. The sun shines light onto the moon, and the moon reflects that light back to the viewers on Earth. So that's our show. Thank you for learning about the moon and its phases. Hey everybody, don't forget to check us out on Teachers Pay Teachers. Follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and check out our Pinterest page. Head on over to our blog at bowtieguyandwife.com. I wonder what Mr. Horton's going to be up to next. Check out the Bow Tie Guy at his YouTube channel.